if they are eating ketchup on its own, it is not a sauce.
Okay.
Okay? Is that
Yeah.
fair?
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
trying to say.
It's a soup.
Yeah.
It is.
Please note that this podcast involves the consumption of alcohol and cannabis. We want to remind our listeners to use these substances responsibly and in accordance with local laws. Hi. Welcome to the High Spirited Podcast. We're here to bring you some of the craziest and most unpredictable conversations you can imagine. Are we high, buzzed, or completely sober? It's a mystery. Did you really take that off?
Yeah.
What if it's not? We
Well,
gotta put it on straight now.
How did that throw you off your game? What the fuck?
It threw me off.
Bruh. I'll put it
It's
back.
a mystery even to us. Every episode, we draw cards to determine our roles, and we're inviting
Oh,
you.
I peaked so badly.
It's fine. Don't worry about
I
it.
could just.
Okay. Sorry.
There's-
Oh God! Should I start over?
Are
Do
we-
we
No,
do
I
this
love it.
again?
Okay, maybe you should.
Are we fucking new?
Holy shit! Oh my God!
It's fine. It's perfectly straight.
And we're inviting you, our awesome listeners, to join in on guessing who's who. Get ready to join in the fun and embark on an adventure filled with outrageous and off-the-wall moments. Literally off the wall. So grab a drink, light up, or simply sit back and enjoy the roller coaster ride ahead. All right, that tops the intro to the second episode now, somehow. I don't know how.
Oh God.
Man, that was...
Fuck, I'm gonna puke.
Should I do it again? Just... Nah.
That was so good.
You know what? Yeah, it was okay.
I think.
Oh, man.
No, call
That's
it.
perfect.
definitely not on straight.
It's part of the set,
Okay,
and I
for the-
wasn't given a new Pokemon to fidget with, so
For the audio listeners who didn't get to see what happened during that intro, Colin took the high-spirited poster off the wall, and it just like went downhill from there.
Yeah, that must have sounded interesting audio only.
Yeah. But if you are listening to audio only, I recommend that you do check us out on YouTube. The videos are, quite entertaining, and I do put in a lot of work every week to edit the videos. So feel free to check us out on YouTube. It's just High Spirited on YouTube, and it should be pretty easy to find.
Have you ever edited a YouTube video?
Have I ever?
You have.
I have.
You know how much work that is?
A lot of work.
You do that for like an hour every week.
Once a week. Well, not all by myself anymore. Producer Kim has been helping me
This
out.
is
Ooh.
a shout out.
Yeah, go produce. Oh, for me?
No, you.
Also, producer Kim.
Also producer Kim.
is
Producer
great.
Kim.
Yeah.
I feel like I've shouted her out many a time, but
I'm Noah,
we all know.
one of the hosts of the show.
I'm Colin,
The other host of the show.
the guy who holds the Pokemon.
Yep.
And I'm Sam. The guy with nothing on. I got a Sprite.
Nice to meet you, Sam.
Hi,
What do you
nice to meet you.
He was
Hi.
on episode 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he was. I
We
have
met him
short-term
already.
memory loss.
Okay.
I'm Dory from Finding Nemo. Or no, long-term memory loss.
No, it wouldn't be short term. No, it would be long term.
Yeah, because we recorded the second episode a while
I
ago.
studied this.
Did you?
Sorry.
I think we're all in a great mood today.
Yeah.
Because the weather is just so beautiful.
And Spider-Man?
And
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. We're watching the new animated Spider-Man film later, which I am so excited for. One of my favorite movies ever was the first one, so I'm so hyped.
Honestly,
Can-
animated movie wise, it's probably like peak. It's
Basically.
so revolutionary.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. The
The way
story
it's-
is good.
Oh my god.
You know, you got
way
the
it's
visual
drawn, like-
and the story.
Yeah.
Perfectly like a comic book, but
Mhm.
like all of those things translated into an animated medium.
And like as soon as that one came out, that's when you started noticing all of these other movies doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They set a
Puss in
precedent.
Boots.
Puss in Boots, you have Arcane,
Yeah.
like all of these. Like once I think people have realized that you can in fact push,
Just yeah.
not just push the
it's
boundary,
not
but
just
like
2D animation or
Yeah.
3D animation. You can mix them.
and like there was a point in time where every single animated movie looked identical.
Yeah.
You know, where it's all like
The Pixar look.
Pixar look.
You know, did Klaus come out before or after Spider-Verse? I mean, it's a slightly
I
different
think they
technique.
came out during the same time,
Yeah,
I'd
roughly
wanna
the
say.
same time.
Yeah.
like the
It's just
Santa Claus movie, right?
Slightly different technique, but it's 3D with 2D painted on top, and it's pretty cool too.
Mm.
I love that shit. I'm not gonna
Can I
lie.
also just say that Spider-Man is so saturated? Like, am I alone in not being able to fucking follow the Spider-Man because there's like
Oh,
7 different
But
Spider-Men
that's what I love
parallel
about it.
all the time? And I play the Spider-Man video games, and I watch the Marvel movies, and I watch the Sony movies. So I'm like, like the concept of Spider-Man has gone quantum for me. I don't
You-
even know what like there is no Spider-Man. Spider-Men are all of us.
I think they could do even
wha-
more Spider-Man things, and I would be okay with it. Give me a Spider-Man TV show. I'd watch that too.
I appreciate your opinion, but we can't just move past what Colin just did. He somehow went from I don't know if any of you guys also find it just so saturated, and then he went on a tangent about the video games, and then his conclusion was that we are all Spider-Men.
Mm.
Like we
mean,
can't.
Can you deny it?
You know what? In another
Can you-
universe, we are a Spider-Man.
There was not one thought that
Right? If the Spider-Man multiverse is a thing,
in the Spider-Verse.
then there are infinite Spider-Verses, right?
Yeah.
So we're all a Spider-Man.
It doesn't matter what the final point was with the multiverse, because he started off his thesis argument with I don't know about anyone else, but I find it so saturated.
Yeah.
Imagine that is your opening line to your argument. You're writing your essay and you're like, this is my thesis statement. I don't know about you.
Well, I forgot a saturation. Can I put an asterisk in and say also children's YouTube features an ass load of Spider-Man?
Sorry, wait. I think I'm in the wrong here. Did you mean saturation with the amount of Spider-Mans that there are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's it's an oversaturated
What did you think I
I
meant?
thought we were talking about the color. Oh no! That's so embarrassing.
No.
I was so confused. I was like, saturation. I'm like, how does he go from color to suddenly we're all Spider-Man? That doesn't make any sense. And you were talking about the
No.
amount of Spider-Man, which is why there are so many Spider.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I think I've got to go.
It's okay.
I think it's my time to leave.
No,
Honestly-
you're very welcome. That is the perfect type of thought sequence to have on this podcast.
Yeah. At first I thought that too, but
Spider-Man
I
are
You
immediately
figured it
saturated.
out?
I mean,
Yeah.
they're typically colored with very saturated colors.
Well, that's what I was
Red,
thinking.
blue.
Because
True.
I thought we were talking about
But that
the...
doesn't really lean into the
animation.
multiverse
No,
thing.
Yeah.
no.
Speaking of mess ups, 2 episodes in a row I asked the same baked, buzzed, or boring question.
What?
Yeah.
The same one?
2 episodes I asked you the same question as I asked
With the
Noreen.
pizza?
Word
Yeah,
for
with
word?
the pizza.
But wasn't hers about poutine?
No, I literally asked both of you what 4 toppings you would want on a pizza, and I didn't even realize it until I was editing the second one.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Can we get a playback of one after the other?
Yeah, let's
Like-
play it right now.
You asking the first one and then you asking the second one?
Yeah, let's do it. If you were to get a pizza right now, like right now,
Mm.
what 4 toppings would you choose to put on that pizza? Name 4 toppings that you would put on a pizza if you were to eat a pizza right now. We just watched the 2 playbacks, and
Oh.
what
That's so funny.
Oh yeah.
You weren't kidding.
Wow, those were nice playbacks.
yeah, right?
The audience is laughing. It's fine. We'll just naturally move on to the next section.
Yeah.
Section. The
Well,
joke completed
It just
itself.
goes back to you saying that you struggle forming long-term memories.
Yeah, I literally forgot that I had already asked
Memory
that
of a
question.
goldfish.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, in the immortal words of Ted Lasso,
Be a goldfish.
be a goldfish.
Be a goldfish.
It helps in some parts of life.
It's true.
It does.
So
You know,
Sam, if you had to put 4 toppings on a pizza right now,
You already asked me that question.
oh,
At least
yeah.
ask Colin that question.
Oh man. Oh man. So
Has
how do you guys
anyone
win?
asked you?
Do you?
What 4 toppings would you
Is this a cry for help?
put on
Do
that
you
pizza?
really want to tell us
Do
what
you
4
really
toppings?
need to?
Because
You
we'll
guys-
give you the time of day now.
This
You-
is a safe space.
You got me.
You can say it.
All I wanted to do was share with the world what 4 toppings I wanted
And
on
please,
a pizza.
There-
World,
We're
Tune-
all anticipating this. We've
Listen
been
up.
waiting.
listen up.
All right. I want thin crust,
That's not a topic.
It's not a topping,
That's not a topping.
but it's crucial.
Get-
Okay.
Important part
Okay.
of the recipe.
Okay.
Mozzarella is not a topping, but I do want mozzarella.
As like an additional, or are you just listing everything
Just
on your
excluded
guy?
from
This
the
is-
The question was for
of
toppings.
topping. We're just gonna establish that it's a pizza. Okay, it's a
Okay.
pizza
Regular pizza,
that you're putting the
cheese,
toppings on.
tomato, sauce.
That's not a topping.
Yeah, I'm just
Yep.
establishing the baseline here because
Okay.
there are pizzas without
What are
tomato
the four
sauce.
toppings?
Okay,
Okay.
wait, the people are losing patience. Give us the four.
Pepperoni,
Pepperoni.
All right, fair, classic,
pineapple,
Pineapple.
nice, controversial,
Bacon.
awesome
and
on pizza.
jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
Okay, spice.
I do love me a
Spice,
jalapeno.
sweet,
Yeah.
salty.
Yeah,
Lots-
honestly, respect. Good. Not friendly to vegetarians, but a decent amount
Yeah.
of.
Doesn't that make you feel icky?
Not at all. If I could
Mm.
add more meat to it, I would.
So then fifth topping.
Barbecue sauce.
That's not a meat.
Oh yeah, true.
You lied.
Meat barbecue sauce.
He lied.
God.
Barbecue sauce with meat incorporated in it.
No.
Barbecue sauce with
Mm-mm.
meat.
Has anyone ever tried doing that?
No.
Like a sauce with meat in it?
Oh
Mm-mm.
God! All you need is the sauce, and it's got like protein in it.
Yeah,
like,
a
blend it up.
protein sauce.
Yeah.
No.
Speaking of sauce, this actually reminds me. Noreen, Pauline, and I got in a very heated debate of what is
Oh my
and
God.
isn't sauce.
I heard about this.
Did Pauline tell you?
Yeah.
Literally, so we had gotten a little too sloshed that night.
In Mexico.
And it was like late at night, and we were practically all in bed ready to sleep. And all that happened was that I was walking around after just changing, about to go to bed, and then I noticed that there was a green stain on my shorts. So I was like, oh gosh darn it, I got salsa verde on my shorts.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then Noreen is like, did you know that salsa means, or yeah, she's like, did you know that salsa means sauce in Mexico? So next time, just don't spill the sauce or something like that. And then from that spiraled to us having a 2-hour-long conversation. Like, it went way too far into the night
Mhm.
about sauce
Well-
and what is and isn't sauce. And I have a question for you. Would you count ketchup as a sauce?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I have no doubt in my mind that ketchup is a sauce.
Yeah, ketchup.
Do you not think ketchup is a sauce?
You guys, it's a condiment.
Condiments can be sauces.
I
but-
think condiment is a subclass of sauce.
I just don't see it. I don't see it. Like, because if you count ketchup as a sauce, that means you have to say that mayonnaise is a sauce.
I think
It
that
is.
I think
No.
it depends.
Yeah.
No. Mayonnaise is not a
Dude,
sauce.
you add anything to it, and
No.
it's an aioli. That's a sauce.
Aioli is a dip.
True.
It
You know
depends on
what?
how thin it is. If you thin
It's a
it, it's a
dip.
sauce.
Oh, okay. So for me, I think there is a technicality here that has to be discussed.
And what's the technicality?
How is it being used? Because certain things can be used as a sauce or as a dip. It can be both. Like mayo can be used as a sauce that's drizzled onto something, or
That's-
it can be
that's
used
true.
to dip
Like
into
if I
it.
pure mayo, that's not a sauce. I'll give you that.
There you go. And that's exactly
Except
it.
if it's on French fries, then it's a sauce.
No, that's a condiment. But that's my
but it's condiments are a
specific
subclass
differentiation
of
is
sauce.
that I state that you can have a ketchup sauce and then ketchup, or mayo sauce or mayo. Because the thing is, if you go to a restaurant and they call their ketchup a ketchup sauce, you know it is not actually just ketchup. But if they call their like regular ketchup, like they just give you a packet of ketchup and they call that a ketchup sauce on their menu, would you not be peeved? Would you not feel as though they stole the sauce
No,
from it?
no, because it is a sauce in my mind. It's undeniably a sauce.
But no additional work. Like, I think it's it can be an ingredient
I think
of a sauce.
I think you're right from a fine dining perspective.
But like, it's
I
just
think a chef wouldn't consider ketchup a
No.
sauce.
because like, what work was put into that ketchup?
What if they made the
Realistically.
ketchup?
Well, then I would call it a ketchup sauce.
But it is still just ketchup, even if you make it.
Well, no, because like ketchup, the thing, like the packet of ketchup
Yeah.
That would be the ingredient to the sauce, but it wouldn't just be the sauce.
You realize that you can just make ketchup without the packet.
But the only reason why you call that ketchup is because of the brand ketchup. You're making a homemade version of it, but that's not ketchup. That would be homemade.
Well, ketchup isn't a brand, Sam. There's plenty of different companies that make ketchup.
Well, no, because ketchup means something else in Sweden or whatever the original language is. But what started people making ketchup as the red packet was because of the fact that it is the brand. But like if you go to wherever that language originates from, or like that word originates from,
So you're saying
you
that
have to specify tomato ketchup, because if you just ask for ketchup, they'll be like, what kind of ketchup? What sauce?
yeah. Okay.
You know what?
So-
I'm going to stand by my word and say that usage determines whether or not it's a sauce or a dip.
See, I think my big differentiation is whether it's hot or cold. Yeah.
Does it become a soup at some point?
Because like if you give me, because like you can call like a mayo dressing a mayo sauce. I don't view that. I see it as a dressing. You know what I mean? Like if you're taking your mayo and you're mixing it into like,
dressing.
Well, that's
That would be
objectively
a
a
dressing.
sauce.
why would
I
you
mean,
call? Would you call it dressing
Like
a sauce?
dressing is sauce. Those are the same thing.
I think they're different.
Why does it have to be so confusing to like talk about words in English?
I don't know.
English,
Language
English
is annoying.
dumb about that. English never made any sense. Like
Yeah.
if we're arguing over words in English, like we should just look at the fact that English is flawed to begin with.
I think if you
Is it
show me
not?
something being used, I know whether or not it's a sauce, condiment, dip, whatever. I'll have a name for it.
Okay.
Like, am I dipping the fries in the ketchup? Then it's a dip.
In what case would ketchup be the sauce?
It
If
would
you
be a
just have-
sauce if you had a
If you
platter of
drizzle it
fries
over the
and
fries.
a drizzle of ketchup over it.
But I would
then
call
it's
that a
sauce.
drizzle.
But you can
I'm
drizzle
pretty sure that's becoming
many.
a sauce at that point.
Yeah, it's a sauce.
But like, would you call a caramel drizzle a caramel sauce?
Absolutely.
But like, if
They
you
do
but
at like ice cream places.
but once again, you've got caramel and then you've got caramel sauce. So like, clearly they have a differentiation of what is and isn't
Well,
caramel.
if you're eating just caramel, it's going to be caramel.
Well, that's why I think ketchup and ketchup sauce are different.
But
well-
like, how could you dare eat caramel without salt in it?
Who eats just ketchup on its own?
It's a
Some people
sauce.
do. Some-
Okay,
We've seen people eat. We have seen people eat mayonnaise from the tub as though it were ice cream, my guy.
Yeah.
There's definitely someone out there that'll just eat
Okay.
the ketchup on its own.
how about this? I'll give you that, Sam. If they are eating ketchup on its own, it is not a sauce.
Okay.
Okay? Is that
Yeah.
fair?
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
trying to say.
It's a soup.
It is. It's a
If
cold
you
soup.
put it in a bowl and then that's the dish,
And then
yeah.
you're
mean,
using a
like
Yeah, yeah,
spoon.
yeah.
there's not very much chemical difference between Heinz tomato soup and Heinz tomato ketchup.
No.
Just water it down and blend it up.
They're the same shit. Just one's thicker. You-
It's honestly the same thing with their tomato soup and then their tomato sauce.
yeah.
Like literally, I've used their soup to make sauce because they're essentially the same shit.
Also, people dip grilled cheeses into tomato soup.
Yes.
That's
Is it a dip then? Or is it still a soup?
wow.
Or is it a dip soup?
No.
Do we need a word
I'm
for
sorry I
that?
brought up this argument. I'm so sorry I brought up this question. Never will I
We
speak
definitely
again.
need a word for that.
A
What's the
dupe.
word for that? A dupe?
Yeah, DOUP.
That's just confusing.
Or a sip? That's confusing as well.
I feel like dupe, but maybe with a OU instead of OO.
Or a soup? No, that's
Because it's a dip soup, right?
Wait,
Oh
say
my
that again.
goodness.
It's a dipped soup.
Okay, what about the soups that are dips and soups, like French onion soup,
Well,
where you
that's
dip
the,
it and then it becomes a soup later on?
Oh fuck. I don't know, man.
a dip soup.
That's
A
dip
a
hyphen
piss
soup.
Tube? No.
Oh,
A
no.
dip soup.
A piss? tube?
No. Because you've got a dip soup so that you'd have a soup dip. And for some reason, my brain took that and said piss tube.
Mm.
Yeah. Piss tube is a great name.
Sorry. Okay, I'm fine.
Oh,
I'm fine.
man. There definitely is like a fine line between like dip and soup and then dip and condiment and then like There's
Well,
just lines between
I
all
just
the
feel like
words.
the fact that we have that differentiation must mean that it all exists. You
Yeah.
know,
And
like
maybe people with English degrees do actually know
Yeah.
what the line is.
what that line is.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to be able to add the word sauce to it afterwards, and then it becomes like an actual sauce. Like, because I just feel like if you have a tomato, you have tomato sauce.
That's wrong. Chipotle mayo. Is that on a sauce?
No, that's a dip, or a spread, depending on its
Sauce.
thickness.
I don't know,
Like
man.
if you
That's a
don't put
sauce.
that on a bowl of rice with like some roasted vegetables, you're missing out. It's a sauce.
See, but like if
It
you say
makes
a
that better.
chipotle mayo sauce, now I agree.
With
but
the
if it's-
exact same material composition,
Well, no, because you add the sauce
you literally
to
add
it,
the word
so now it becomes a sauce.
sauce.
Because I don't think like a sauce can be something that's like,
5 letters, not anything that's in it
yeah.
physically.
I've never heard someone say Chipotle mayo sauce.
What do you mean?
I've literally never heard that before. And I've worked
like,
in multiple
redundant.
restaurants that sell Chipotle mayo.
Well, because it's chipotle mayo and not a chipotle mayo sauce.
What sauce would you like on the side? I'd like the Chipotle mayo.
sauce?
Nobody says Chipotle mayo sauce. That's 3 words. That's way too
It's-
many.
Well, because it's implied if it's under the section of the menu
See,
that
I
says
feel
sauce.
like you need to state it for it to not be applied. Like, don't you think that implying it is dangerous?
Why would you?
I think you're usually right. But I think on this whole sauce debate that you have a few things that you're getting wrong.
It's fine. It's fine. Let's just move on.
I
I'm
understand
sorry I
why
brought
this is a
up.
2-hour
I'm so
debate.
sorry
This-
that I brought this up.
It's because you're just like splitting hairs. Like it's
Yeah.
it literally doesn't matter.
Speaking of your trip, though, Sam, you went on a trip with Noreen and
Yes.
Pauline.
Yes.
To
How was that?
Mexico.
It was great. Honestly, I think it's just important to have like forced slow time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially I feel like all 3 of us really struggled with like taking that time not doing something and just like focusing on like
Doing nothing.
doing nothing, because I feel like it's kind of important, especially if you're constantly go go go, like you never really have a time to truly rest. So I honestly walked away from it being like, wow, that was so much needed like stress and anxiety that just like needed to go.
Yeah.
And I was so funny. Like I went there, my skin cleared, my like back pain gone, my clenched jaw gone.
Really?
I know.
Your skin cleared up even though you're drinking booze every day?
And my hair had never been so glorious. Though that was probably due
Maybe
to
it was the booze.
Guys, new skincare routine.
Real agave tequila.
Alcoholic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's real agave tequila. Like,
It
that's-
is real agave.
shit's
That
gotta
shit
be-
was good. We
How
had
was
so many
drinking?
shots. We had too many shots.
Yeah, Pauline was drunk texting the group chat. It was
All the
fantastic.
time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that first night, and then I went back to read it. I was like, "What is she saying?" And the worst part is that night she was so freaking out of it. The bartender, or not bartender, the waiter came to us and is like, "Okay, just so you know, this is a buffet." But no one was there except for Pauline. So Pauline was sitting alone at the table. Noreen and I were in the bathroom. He tells Pauline this, and we all come back and we're just waiting. In the meantime, she ordered us 2 more tequila shots, and then we're waiting for another like 10 minutes. We're just sitting there at this restaurant for at least 15 minutes, not moving at all. And then the guy's like, you know, we're only open for 30 minutes, and this is a buffet. And then we were like, what? It's a buffet? And he's like, yeah, I told Pauline. And obviously, Pauline was so freaking intoxicated. Literally, all she did was like 2 more tequilas. And then like just started texting nonsense messages to you guys on the phone. And we were waiting there for so long, waiting for the guy to come to get his order or like get our order. And she let us all down.
My
Oh my
God.
God.
And then my favorite thing is when they went to go to the like room alone, and
Yeah.
I had stayed back, and then Noreen just sends me a photo of Pauline and Noreen like at the base of the building that we go to. We were on the highest floor,
Mhm.
and Pauline is literally just like face planted on the ground, and Noreen is like with her camera just like cheers. It's so funny. Oh my god. It was honestly like I think going with people that you get along with was also just such a great like thing. I feel like I learned so much about them as like people. And then
Really?
yeah, and we literally didn't fight throughout the entire thing until the sauce fight.
Ah.
And then that was quite strenuous, honestly.
It was It was a very dramatic thing. I need you to know how big of a deal this sauce fight was.
Was Pauline talking
Pauline
about
came
it?
home and immediately told me all about it. She's like, "What is your opinion on sauce?
Look, it was
Is
just
ketchup a sauce?"
I like the entire time I was like joking about trying to start drama because I've never gotten in an argument with any of them. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, we need to do something. Like, I'm going to do something in this, like, what's it called, vacation, to start an argument and stir some drama. And we would always like make joking drama jokes where we were like, oh, why did you say that? You know, like just obviously joking. But it
Yeah.
never got
Mm.
actually serious
Until
until
the sauce.
I questioned whether salsa verde was a sauce. And
Is salsa verde a sauce?
we can't go back into it. We spent way too much time on the sauce
That's
debate.
fair. It's been like 20 minutes since we started talking about sauce.
It was just the fact.
Sauce is definitely in the title at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least it
Talked
makes it
about
easier
sauce
to
that
title
much.
the video.
It was
Sauce.
more just like I think that trip in general was very rewarding, and I'd like to say it was very rewarding for all of us. Like,
That's
if
good.
you guys can afford it, I all suggest at least at one point just taking like a vacation for yourself.
We should go to Cuba.
So, 2 days ago, I impulse booked myself a vacation.
Two.
Where?
Just me, solo
Oh.
vacation for the first time in my life. Amsterdam.
Holy shit. For how long?
A
When?
week.
Sorry.
A week at the end of June. Really
Okay.
soon. Really
Okay.
soon.
We
I-
need to probably record extra episodes at some point then.
Don't want to talk about how much money it was, but I'm going. That's what's important.
Hey, man, that's exciting. It's the
I've
country
always
of weed.
wanted to go.
The
It is.
country of weed.
They have.
are.
They
Yeah.
had so
I
much
am
legal weed.
honestly excited to try one of the consumption lounges where you can just like smoke weed and hang out with people like a bar, but it's
Mhm.
weed.
So cool.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
But also to explore that beautiful city and take
Well,
so many
that's-
photos.
That's the thing. I've like
Yeah.
my
I'm
God.
gonna take thousands. You
The
don't even
fact-
understand how many photos I'm gonna take.
The fact that you can
Mental.
bike everywhere is so nice to me. Like, I so badly want to just go there at least
I also
once.
I also just want to know what that culture is actually like.
Yeah.
Like I know it's better than what we have here. I know it's way better than what we have here, but I want to feel it. I want to know what it's like to live in a city that cares about people on bicycles.
Are you going to vlog?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see that vlog.
Pauline
so
says I
hyped.
have to release the Malta vlog before the Amsterdam vlog though.
You have another vlog going on right now?
Well, we went to Malta and I shot footage there.
Oh, okay.
I thought you
I
said
just haven't edited it
multi.
yet.
I heard multi as well.
I heard multi, and I was like, "What the fuck is this
Multi-blog.
multi-blog?"
I
And
was
like
like, a
a multi-universe
supreme
blog, and I was like,
No.
"Okay." I didn't realize you were capable of vlogging at different
Yeah, the
places of the
Spider-Man-
universe.
The
yeah.
Spider-Man really got to me.
multiverse.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought. It was like multi-vlog, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Somehow you have like an SD card that like pulls from the multiverse and it's like different versions of yourself
Yeah.
in different universes. That'd be such a sick vlog if you could somehow access the multiverse of vlogs from Colin and just like combine them.
I would love that.
Universe 689.
You know what? I could just fake that. What if my vlog was multiversal?
Oh, and none of it was
Ooh.
It's
actually
like,
real.
What do you think, parallel universe, Colin?
That was all just acting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, it was.
I'm actually in a great mood right now. Back to you, depressed Colin.
Oof.
Damn.
And then there's like hot dog universe me. It's like,
With the hot dog fingers. And then it cuts to a fish and it's just text on the screen. I'm the fish Colin.
I actually love that kind of comedy.
Oh man, everything
Is
everywhere
that
all
going to
at
become a
once.
staple of our society the same way zombies are? Like multiversal stuff has really been emerging with the advancement of VFX in the past like 20 years.
For sure.
Is it going to become like a huge thing that's just always echoing through our
I think that multiverse stuff is really hard to execute well.
It is.
I think it can quickly become cheesy or just plain bad.
Yep.
And like Marvel's kind of sucked at the multiverse stuff so far, honestly. And the only good example of a multiverse movie is like Everything Everywhere All at Once. But I do think that the idea of the multiverse is going to remain throughout the rest of human history because like we love imagining something beyond what we can see, and the multiverse is something that we have no idea what's like going on, you know?
And there are actual real physics theories that point to the possibility of there being a multiverse. So
Yeah.
that's interesting.
There's no reason to
Deny
like,
that there is one.
necessarily. There's no like disapproval of a multiverse. There's no like proof of one, but there's no disapproval of one either. So
And
it's
there are legitimate scientific theories, like string theory basically implies the existence of multiverses.
Yep.
See, I think it's just generally because it's a newer form of storytelling.
like, yeah.
So we like things that are new and shiny. It's why people are like, oh, that's a trope. Because like
Yeah.
they start viewing things as cliche and
Mhm.
tropes, you know? I think like the reason why multiverses has become so successful is because it's newer. What's it called?
There's gonna be a new shiny thing in 30 years, I
Mhm.
think.
Is what
So,
I think.
Yeah.
Like this is
Yeah.
just a
Crossovers
Trend.
have always been a thing too, which
Oh!
is kind of just like
best
base-
crossover in history. What is it?
Best crossover in history.
Wow, my mind immediately went to Sweet Life on Deck.
Because it is!
How?
With Hannah
How have you
Montana
You've conditioned me so
and
well.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Stop it.
It is the best crossover in history.
I'm not sure if I even believe that. I think like maybe one of the Futurama crossovers compares, but it's what went to my head first.
Because
So,
it's true. I'm
the
kidding.
Simpsons
deny
and
that.
Family Guy crossover was kind of cool.
They had a crossover.
I like it when like animated shows cross over with each other. It's just something that you never imagined would happen, but then
Scooby
it
Doo
happens.
and Batman and Robin.
Exactly.
Scooby Doo
Oh,
and the
that
entire
was
DC
that was good.
universe, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the way
Scooby Doo and anyone else.
Yeah.
I'm down.
John Cena?
I'd watch
Kiss?
Scooby Doo collab.
Warner Brothers is kind of like a
They're a titan.
They're
they
very good at.
love doing crossovers.
They literally released a game called Multiversus.
yeah.
Which apparently is already being shut down.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof.
That game literally
That's rough.
started off with like shit ton of players,
Yeah.
and then it dropped to like 10 players. At
Do
any
we
given
know
time.
why? What happened?
It's because they didn't lean into the Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
No, they just didn't put enough work into the game.
He
It
wasn't
was
powerful
unpolished.
enough.
I thought that was the charm of it, though. I thought people liked the fact that it was unpolished.
There were no voice lines.
There's
Oh, no,
probably
there
a
were
cult
voice lines.
community that likes it still.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't. I think Smash Bros has that like 1v1 element that
Yeah.
Multiverses failed to capture. Multiverses was 2v2, and not many people
Oh,
I think like playing 2v2 games.
Does it not
usually.
have a 1v1 mode?
It does have a 1v1 mode, but all the characters are designed around the 2v2.
Oh.
The 2v2 was the main game mode that they had.
that's
like, there were, like,
presumptuous.
Healing characters that like healed you up,
As
and
game
like support
developers,
characters.
like you're always gonna have to have a person playing with you to play the game.
Yeah, like
And
I don't
then
even have anybody. who
that
do
also implies that you can play online.
Yep.
Because if you can't play online, then you have to have 4 people to
Mhm.
play the game. That sucks.
I know.
That's just not very accessible. Sorry.
They should have focused on
Oof.
like 1v1, or like if they wanted multiple characters, maybe like a swap system. A lot of fighting games have like a system where you can swap characters to like a second character or even 3 characters.
That's a good idea.
That would have been cool,
That would have been a great idea.
but they just did a simple 2v2, and it felt clunky too. You know, I tried playing it and it just wasn't my thing really.
How do we feel about the Power Rangers most recent multiversal crossover episode?
I actually saw that on TikTok
Oh, yeah,
where
the
all
Power
the Power
Rangers.
Rangers showed up.
Yeah.
That looked really cool.
Yeah, I think honestly that may also be one of the greatest crossovers. I was only really a fan of the Power Rangers Jungle one, to be honest. I can't remember what it's called. Jungle Crashers, Jungle Gyms, Jungle Joes. But that one was the only one I really watched. But
Yeah.
like still watching this crossover episode, my god, was it intense and like deeply moving. My god,
Yeah.
like they were like taking off their helmets one by one as this like dramatic music continues to like rise, and you're like, holy fucking
Yeah.
shit. And they're like, he's no longer with us. And I'm like, you
Man,
know?
the acting is
Oh.
bad though.
Well, it's I don't know if it's the acting or if it's the dialogue, because
Yeah.
I don't think you can really do much like acting with a Power Rangers dialogue.
That's true. Power
Yeah.
Rangers has always kind of sucked in terms of the dialogue.
Yeah, because it's always been Power Rangers
I mean, it's about watching
activate or
them
whatever.
fight, right?
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
it? Power Rangers Power Up? Power Rangers.
I never actually watched I've seen videos of Power Rangers. I've never actually watched the show.
Do you know what it is? What is it?
What the what?
Say it on
The
your
Power
mic.
Rangers.
Power Rangers assemble.
No idea.
Oh.
No, I
Well,
was
that
looking
was-
at Noah and shaking my head at him because he's never seen any of them.
Oh,
How dare
Which I
you.
just said.
Yeah, no. I
Which
only
one's
watched
your
the,
favorite?
The one they turned into a dinosaur.
Oh,
Mighty
I
Morphin.
don't know what it's called.
You know what's another crossover that happened?
Yeah,
Muppets
and
the Muppet
and the
Sesame Street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god, they crossed over.
They
But we
did.
don't fuck with Sesame Street. We don't fuck with Elmo. Okay. If I see Elmo, I'm literally breaking his shins.
It'd be hilarious if they crossed over and then the Muppets were just like absolutely not having any of the Sesame Street shit and like beat them down into the ground. Like, fuck you, you're
Well,
the
here's the thing: if anyone
inferior
was gonna
show.
beat the other one down, it would be the Muppets.
Yeah,
because
obviously.
Sesame Street is
because
for
Mick
children.
Piggy.
We were talking
Oh.
about making a fighting game about with the
Sesame
Muppets
Street
and
and
Sesame
Muppets?
Street fighting.
I feel like if you had Flash, it still would be very easy to do that. You know, you can make like a shitty Flash
Yeah.
Muppets fighting game.
I would want to include the Teletubbies too.
We could do that with like some other game engine.
But
There's
is it,
equivalents of Flash.
is it easy too?
Fighting games are not easy ever. Like that is something that as a
We don't need it to be
programmer-
balanced. It's literally a fighting game about the Muppets.
but you got to animate so many different moves, and you got to like.
I just
have
want to. I just want to see a
hitboxes,
Flash video of this shit. You know, like a
Oh,
just like a video.
like stick figure
yeah. I
animator.
want to see where they're like fighting each other and it's like ridiculously gory.
Well, they're all puppets, so
I'm
we
sure
just
that
buy the
exists.
puppets and then like record the fighting sequence
They're
with the
Muppets.
puppets. They're puppets.
Muppets.
Well, the Sesame Street ones are puppets.
Yeah,
Or are they Sesame Streets?
because they're not Muppets.
That's discriminatory, I think.
I think that trash can guy would be pretty overpowered. He's got armor around him.
Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar the Grouch, yeah.
Yes.
Just
either
cover himself
either
up.
him
He's also
or
got like a Captain America shield.
Yeah.
oh, great
Throw him
idea.
around.
But I feel like Cookie Monster is also a menace. Cookie
Oh.
Monster is a menace.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got the cookie power
Like if
up.
anyone has,
Or he just like eats people.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
He's got
Would
like
he
a
be able to
giant
eat
mouth.
people?
I
Because
think
like
so.
Oscar the Grouch is cranky,
I
but
mean,
he
aren't
doesn't.
we talking like full 18A here? Like, aren't we going for the gore?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
This
he
is
eats people.
This is Mortal Kombat meets Muppets. Crossover the century. Could you
It's
imagine?
not even cannibalism.
Could you imagine Kermit the Frog beating the shit out of Sub-Zero or
Oh,
Scorpion
I love
from
the
Mortal
idea of
Kombat?
that.
Right?
Yeah.
I can imagine like a fight between Melina and Miss Piggy. I like the drama of that, the
I-
humor.
Have you seen The Boys?
Yes.
I heard a
No, I have
rumor-
not.
Oh.
Everything I know about the boys has been from hearing other people talk about it.
Apparently, Homelander might be in the next Mortal Kombat.
Ah,
Yeah,
I mean, might as well.
and
They throw on the most strange. They have like Freddy Krueger on there,
they had like
Jason,
Joker in it.
Joker. Well,
yeah.
because Mortal Kombat has had multiple crossovers with the DC universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next Mortal Kombat game is Mortal Kombat 1. They're,
Yeah, because they've
they're
reset
resetting the whole universe
for
to
like the
first one.
third time.
Yeah,
They do this all the time.
it's so weird.
Like
I don't
literally,
know.
they will create one universe and they're like, "We don't like this one anymore. Let's just go back."
Yeah,
And they just keep doing that over and over and over again.
I think it's because they overcomplicate their story. They have so many
Yes,
different elements
That's
going
literally
on,
it.
and then they're like, we can't keep track of everything that's going on. Let's
The
just
issue is they keep trying to bring back all of these characters that have been murdered before.
yeah.
So they have to find ways to reset the universe after the character's been murdered so that you have a character back.
It feels like cheating
Yeah.
if they just
They
reset.
they literally create like one of the most complex plot lines
yeah.
and then they end it because they're
Can
like,
you
we've killed off all of
imagine
our major characters.
If right before Endgame, Marvel was just like, nah, let's go back.
Yeah.
Nah, let's reset it.
To be fair, there is a
Run it
time and
back.
place for it, and I think the DC should just do a hard reset right now. The DC universe.
Yeah.
DC.
None
Well,
of
aren't
the
they,
movies are
aren't they
worth
doing
watching.
that right now anyway?
Not really, but they are doing. They're replacing like
What
the person in charge with James Gunn, so at least they got that going for them. Guardians 3, fantastic movie. Have you? Wait, you watched it with us?
I was crying.
We were
there.
drunk together.
We were drunk together.
There
that
were
was such a good
raccoons.
movie. Yeah. For the audience, if you haven't seen Guardians 3, go watch it.
Sam
I
ordered a full
cried
bottle of wine.
So
And I
good.
ordered a full bottle of wine. I had
Yeah.
to celebrate. I had to celebrate.
It's worth it. You finished your medical admission test.
Practice test. But yes, it was. I took a 7-hour long practice test, and then I just had to do something big and fun. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna order me a bottle of wine, and then Noah and I shared it as we watched the movie.
Speaking of wine, I think it's time
Drink
for our
responsibly.
segment
Oh,
Baked, Buzzed, or Boring. Dun 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 dun. Baked, buzzed, or boring.
There
It's
wasn't-
time for baked or buzzed or
Ye-
boring.
There never was theme music.
Now
I
there is.
kind of liked that though. That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
I liked it.
I improv that whole thing.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Put a beat under it.
Yeah.
Auto tune.
Maybe we can make it our.
Do the beat because you're really good at that. Baked, buzzed, or boring. It's time for baked, buzz, or boring. Nice. That was sick.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
Where's your guys' record label? Holy heck! Sign them. What a catchy tune.
Right?
Baked, buzzed, or boring? Is it baked, buzzed, or boring?
Beautiful. All right.
Wow.
so-
But we got to do that live every time.
Oh. Well, hopefully you remember the tune.
I think I can repeat that beat.
Yeah, that was pretty easy to do.
Damn. You guys like actually goosebumps.
Really?
Goosebumps. That was incredible.
Damn, I'm glad you liked it.
No worries.
So this is a segment, guys, where we each get to ask a question to our fellow people on the couches or seat. And we try to guess. Are you baked? Are you buzzed? Or are you boring, aka sober, aka it's fine to be sober? There's a disclaimer at the beginning of the video. It's okay to be sober.
Blessed.
Blessed. You know what? Wait, should we change the name to
From
blessed?
boring to blessed.
Because like you're hashtag blessed to be sober, you know? What do you guys think?
I don't know.
Baked. Okay, let's try the rap
Yeah.
again. And if the rap doesn't work,
We
we'll just
should,
stick with boring.
because boring is condescending.
Well, no,
Right.
it won't work
Oh,
because
fuck. Baked,
boring versus
buzzed, or
blessed.
blessed.
We need a
Well, I'll pronounce it like this. Okay,
blessed.
Baked, buzzed, blessed. Baked, buzzed, or blessed.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We sound like a Christian parody, like
How the fuck are we Christian?
baked, buzzed, or blessed. Ugh.
Hashtag
Kinda like,
blessed.
that's ironic, though, is it not? Like, we're so far from
No.
Christian.
No way are we doing that.
We gotta change the card too.
Can we put the praying hands emoji on the cards?
Blessed.
Blessed, no.
Blessed
way.
be thy name.
It honestly sounds like when
guys,
those.
I'm with Christ today.
It's like when the Christians, like churches, make the song parodies of actual songs to make them Christian.
It kind of works. It kind of works with not being drunk or
So this is the parallel multiverse Christian version of our show.
well, one of us turns Christian for an hour.
No.
So when you're boring or no,
Have you heard the
blessed,
good word of the God?
Yeah, you have to like
Lord
really
Cravier.
throw in like Jesus
Jesus
Christ
Christ.
at every second.
No. The Christians will murder us.
I
Well,
refuse.
has the dip been blessed by
No.
Jesus Christ? Only then can it be called a dip
Or a sauce?
or a sauce.
Okay, but no. Back to the segment.
Back to the segment. Baked, blessed. No, baked, boring.
I loved
Big-
how in like the first episode you had to say it 5 times
Yeah.
before you got it right.
Yeah, it's rough. I honestly struggle with this title. I might just get rid of the segment entirely.
No. Ask the question.
All
Ask someone
right.
a question.
Here's the graphic up again. It's just canceled.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Colin, I will ask you a question.
Okay.
Have you met our Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior?
No, honestly, no.
That's too bad because I am blessed today
Doesn't exist.
by Jesus Christ.
Wow. Ask an actual question.
Okay.
Blessed!
So what I'm supposed to
I mean, oh Jesus! Oh, I just took the Lord's name in vain. I can't be blessed anymore.
Okay,
fine.
please just
Okay.
ask the question.
All right, Colin. What does the fox say
Oh.
Ya-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Ya-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Right?
Yeah,
That's
That's
what
a
the
good
fox
answer.
says.
I like the hotty, hotty, hotty ho.
Hotty, 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 ho.
sober or no, boring.
Wow, ouch.
Damn. Was that how we're doing
Was I
it?
supposed to say something off brand from what the fox says?
Yeah.
If I'm high or
Your
drunk?
answer is valid. It's an answer, validable.
So-
It's
my-
a valid
I feel
answer.
like I
No, it was a good answer. I'm not saying like just because I'm calling you boring doesn't mean that your answer was bad. You can be
Ah.
interesting and
see.
also
This
sober.
is the confusing part about boring. It sounds like it's a negative connotation.
Yeah, you know what? I'll do some research. I'll open up that
So
thesaurus. I'll
we're gonna
look
have to
into all
do
the
some
B
market
words.
research. Can we poll our audience?
Sure.
Blessed or boring?
No, we're not doing
We're
blessed.
not doing
We
blessed.
will find something else.
There's another
we
B
cannot
word
do
out there.
blessed.
How about bland?
Blat.
That's equally as
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
equally as condescending.
Yeah.
Except it doesn't have two syllables.
I don't know. Some people like things that are bland.
Yes.
What if we said boring in like a really positive way? Like boring.
No. No.
That makes it
That
worse.
sounds even more condescending.
That's true.
It's worse.
That's true.
All right, Colin. What's
Aw,
your
damn.
question, and who are you asking it to?
You. What is your favorite deep sea creature? Do you know of any deep sea creatures?
I know a few.
Okay.
I think
There's
my
some to choose from.
favorite one is the I don't know if you've watched that one episode of Planet Earth where there's that octopus that has like the red fluorescence and
Oh.
it like bends inwards and looks like a giant. I think it's called like the vampire octopus, and it like essentially like bends all its legs
Ugh.
back, and like on the underside of their legs there's a whole bunch of fake looking spiny thingies, so they're not actually hard, they're very soft to the touch, but they look like a whole bunch of spikes, and it just like bends its thing back,
So
and it produces
like,
red fluorescence too.
looks like a video game obstacle.
I'll send Noah the
other-
video, and then he
other
can
ocean
put it up
life.
here. This shit is rad.
Okay.
I
But-
want to see it. I'm
other than
curious what
that,
it looks like.
I
Cue
also
video.
fuck with the anglerfish, which is the shit from Finding Nemo with the with the you know,
Yeah.
but mostly because the male anglerfish are disgusting. So you know the female one is the one that has the that's the woman.
But the males are like the ugliest face you could
Like,
ever
blah.
imagine.
They're both
Uh-huh.
ugly.
They look
but
like blobfish.
what happens with the male fish is that they like attach themselves and parasitize off the female anglerfish, and then they just continuously fertilize her eggs, and they just become like a sperm bag.
Imagine humans were like
Isn't that disgusting?
Imagine we were just a sperm bag.
Disgusting.
Okay, so red octopus wins.
Red octopus wins. Anglerfish, I don't fuck with them.
Good
Get
answer.
out of here.
Good
But
answer.
the men are gross.
Good answer.
And the
Good
anglerfish.
answer.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Noreen's not even here.
Noah.
Ding 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 ding.
Wait, no, it's Sam's turn to ask a question.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are,
question.
what's dinging? What are you pointing?
I
at?
don't know.
Oh, that was a Family Feud. You got number one
Oh,
on the answers.
on the
Oh.
answer.
Yeah, the Family Feud board.
The
that's
Family
right there.
Feud board
Of
right
course.
there.
Can't
Off
you see it?
screen. Let's just edit that in.
Survey says. Ooh, 78%. Nice.
Wow,
nice.
good
Very nice.
answer.
Wow.
Good answer.
So, my question to you first. This is not the actual question, but I need to know.
Yeah,
Have you watched the Dumb Ways to Die music video?
like the original one.
Yes.
Yes.
Great, iconic. Now, who is your favorite Dumb Ways to Die guy?
Oh, that's a great question.
Oh, I have to.
I wish
remember
there were
all of
collectible
them.
figurines. Are there collectible
I feel like there have to
figurines?
be. I feel like
want
there
to
have
collect
to be.
the dumb dice.
The dumb guys. dies.
Honestly, I
The
remember
dumb guy
watching
guy.
it,
The
but I can't
dumb
remember all the different
guys.
characters.
They all
Oh,
match.
Kim,
Okay,
Ah.
hey, give me
producer
that.
Kim, put the picture on screen. Oh, or just. Okay.
All right.
Well, that's for you in editing. I get it.
Yeah. You know what? The guy on fire.
The guy on fire.
The guy on fire. Gotta
It's
go with him.
A blue guy with
Yeah, 'cause-
fire on his head.
Yeah.
I like the idea of like I'm on fire, but everything's okay. You know.
But like that guy's pretty boring. He just like it was his stove or something, right? He just like left his stove on.
I like
yeah,
there-
I think you're right.
Some of them are like fucking like that guy's chopped in half. What happened to him?
He was riding or flying a plane without a license.
Right.
And then
Mhm.
he flies upside down and then his head gets cut off. And the plane continues flying without him.
Fly a plane.
You know what? I'll go with-
license.
I'll change.
Dumb ways to die.
So
So
many dumb ways to die.
Is that copyright?
No.
Yeah, probably.
If we're singing it, it's fine. It's
But
a cover.
who's your favorite?
I changed my
you
mind.
changed-
I'm
the
gonna
moose?
go with the moose guy.
Dress up like a moose during
Yeah.
hunting season.
That's a great lyric. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dress up like a moose during hunting season.
that's the one that goes up, I think.
Yeah.
Dressing like a moon in hunting. No, you were right. Maybe? I don't know.
I've
Who's your
It's been
favorite?
a while since I've listened.
Who's your favorite?
The guy with all the holes.
Also the moose during hunting season.
Oh, that's yeah.
Wow.
The blood. I like the animation where they go. Boop, 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 boop,
Yeah,
and then
I
the
mean, and like
blood-
the way that
blood's
the
like dotted
camera's like
lines.
panning around him, it's so dramatic.
Yeah.
It's a great scene.
Yeah. Damn, that's a good one.
You forgot to yell out what you thought he was
Oh.
Mm.
from the previous question.
Do I have to yell it?
You don't have to. No, you don't have to yell it.
He's paid.
Okay. And then now you get to. What do you think I am?
See,
Am I high?
I think you're either baked or you're no, not baked. Yeah, baked or boring. So I can't, it's just like I don't know if you're throwing me off or if you're, but I feel like my initial instinct is to say, well, because the thing is that dumb ways to die, like based off the dumb ways to die,
Mm-hmm.
I would say you're boring,
Okay.
but not after you changed your answer, just because that first answer was very boring. No offense.
No, it's okay. I understand.
But, or maybe that's, I'm going to go with baked.
Okay.
Baked.
Cool. Good guess. Good guess. Good answer.
Thank you.
Good
Sorry,
answer.
it took me a while.
Stop.
All right. I'm back from my bathroom break, everybody.
How was it?
You
It
never
was
left.
Satisfying?
Very satisfying. There was
I'm
a lot of
proud.
release.
Oh,
A lot of release of like my emotional
turmoil.
turmoil.
What demons do you think left with you today?
A lot of them.
Oh.
There was Envy?
Bahamut. Oh,
there was
Asmodeus. Belial.
all the demons left me. You know, like the 7 deadly sins,
Yes,
all of them
all of them gone.
with my pee gone.
If you had to name your child, no, sorry, let me rephrase. If you had to be any one of those sins, what would you want to be?
Oof.
Hmm.
Gluttony.
Glutton. Yeah, I was about
Oh,
to say gluttony
whoa.
too.
I mean,
Wow.
or
you eat a
the
bunch of food.
adultery one. What's the adultery?
Lust?
Lust. Mm.
Adultery.
Adultery one?
Well, I mean, it's always like an image of adulterous things.
Mm, yeah,
Does Pauline listen to this podcast?
No.
Okay.
I think I'd want to be.
Just leave that
Sloth.
alone.
Sloth?
You've done that to
I
me
think
before.
so.
There's another moment in this podcast where you asked me, "Does someone listen?" and I just said no, and then we just went on with the conversation. What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sloth.
Sloth?
I just like the idea of getting to be like a sloth, and you're just like,
I would pick sloth, but I already am a sloth.
But like,
no, like you're the physical
Sloth would drive
embodiment.
me
I mean, I guess that's
insane.
true.
it's like impossible laziness. I would be driven insane. I would be like, I can't do anything. I would be depressed.
But if you're sloth, you don't want to do anything. I think is the caveat, right? Like you wouldn't be bored of doing nothing because you love doing nothing.
Yeah.
But is it really fulfilling to do nothing for your whole life?
For sloth, yes. That's
If-
all.
if
that's
that's
its
what
purpose.
brings them joy.
I don't know if I could live like that.
Well,
See-
you would if you were sloth.
I just want to be a sloth.
I don't think I understand. Can you explain it to me again?
The moment you become sloth, you like doing nothing. Therefore, you live a fulfilling life doing nothing.
I don't know. I already like doing nothing, but I hate doing nothing.
Oh, the dichotomy.
You're like sloth and not sloth at the same time.
Yeah, I mean,
You're like-
in theoreticals, I'm
dualism.
like, I'd love to sit on the couch all day every day, but in real life, if I do that, I beat myself up for sitting on a couch all day every day.
Do we want to make final guesses before we end the episode?
Sure.
Yeah.
I still think you're baked.
So you think I'm baked? What do you think Colin
I
is?
think Colin's baked.
You think we're both baked?
I think you're both baked.
Okay.
Well, I'm changing my answer for you to buzzed.
Damn.
And
Okay.
Did I yell blessed at you earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
you
mean,
did.
I think that was just for the bit. I don't actually think you're blessed, but
What do you think I am?
I could stick with it if you want, just for the sanctity of random guess. I think you're baked.
Okay.
I'm with Sam.
I think that Colin is baked,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you are buzzed. Those are my
Mm.
guesses. I don't.
Okay.
Oh,
So we
well.
all. There's been no sober guesses.
Yeah, nobody's blessed.
Blessed.
We talk so much about it.
Imagine, like,
So-
all of us are sober
We do the guessing after, like we would do the reveal after this, right?
afterwards. That's the
'Kay.
second video.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it now. I've got it. For the next time, I've got it. Trust me, I've got it.
All right.
Well,
All right. Well,
the giveaway is when Kim stands up with the script. That means it's
there's no script. What are you talking about? There's no script. Well, folks, that's a wrap for this episode of the High Spirited Podcast. I personally hope that you had as much fun listening to it as I had doing it. You guys had fun doing that? You didn't have fun? That wasn't fun for you?
Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks for that. Where you can see the video version of this podcast and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Anchor, basically anywhere on your favorite podcast platform. And if you really did enjoy this episode, give us some feedback, write us a review, give us some comments, give us a like. Your feedback helps make our show way better and helps other listeners like you find us. Until next time, keep guessing and keep sipping, token, or staying sober. Thanks for listening to the High Spirited Podcast. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, that's the wrong.
That was exhausting.
Dun, 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 dun. Shut up. All right, everyone say bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Leave us a comment what your favorite deep sea creature is.
Or your favorite.
Do that.
Don't die. Dumb ways to die.
Yeah, that's you.
Go.
All right, cut.
Who's your favorite dumb ways to die deep sea creature?
Okay.
That's hard
We're
to
done.
say. That's
We're
a tongue
done.
twister.
We're done.
man.
All right, cut.